Here with another 100K wager against the same opponent, BlackCracker21. We just gonna get into this game, do what we do best, learn how to win, find ways to win, and that's how we gonna run it up, man. Let's get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So Herman Moore, his first grab of the game, and back in his day, he shattered all the Lions' receiving records.
And he did it with a number of different quarterbacks. He was the target for defenses to adjust to. And I guess the best way to put it is, Herman Moore, that guy, could play in today's game and be just as successful.
Cousins on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Champ Bailey, a man who had 52 picks in his great career, has a pick there.
And if people had actually challenged him more, what do you think that number would have been?
Could have been higher. They just didn't like to throw his way, and for good reason.
Well, when you throw it and he takes it away, and he had such great ability that when he made an interception, there's a potential it'd end up in the end zone. He played both ways in college at the University of Georgia.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a deep
throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And the Ravens taking the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. A good pickup there, 22. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, it's McNabb. Looking for the end zone. And they went big on first down. proves unfruitful.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
McNabb to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
He's got time in the pocket, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. It's a quarterback, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Donovan McNabb scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, here's Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Cousins from the gun on third. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Screen play, Johnson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Cousins on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Let's go! 2nd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Underneath for Johnson. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. 3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And the play clock's running down. Now it's McNabb. And this is caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Shift together here from the D-line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. McNabb to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a 1st down throw, McNabb. Dancing to his left. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
In motion, Hill. McNabb. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Let's go here, man. We just won 110K. Good game to my opponent. My defense played outstanding there. I'm really liking the way I got this new defense setting up over here. Guys, please show that you like and subscribe on every video. You know, I follow. You know, subscribe. I can't stress you more than that. Just subscribe. Just trying to help myself build a good channel here. We'll be uploading more wager videos as I get them daily. So just keep tuning in, and I'll be back.